I am watching MSGM very closely, and it looks like MSGM wants to keep going higher, but we could see how $10 is very strong resistance. If we start breaking $10, we may get halted even higher. It could go all the way up towards $11 plus. And right now, MSGM trying to break that $10 mark and basically squeeze out any shorters that are jumping in at $10. Look at this, guys. It's squeezing out shorters. MSGM is still going, still trying to squeeze out shorters. And let's just remember this. There is no news, I believe. Newsfilter.io. Let's see. Anything I see right here? 1 week ago? Nope, no news. I just see a very large short squeeze without any sort of actual credible reasoning behind it at this time. So I'm definitely leaning towards a possible short on MSGM, but I want to kind of wait until maybe some of the damage starts slowing on down. How much higher can this possibly shoot on up towards? We have a lot of resistance up near around 1080-ish mark, basically where it's at right now. But if it starts breaking through 1080, I'll be honest here, team, sky's almost the limit. Like, this thing could really take on off. This thing could really go and start squeezing a lot of shorts. And you could see right now, MSGM is all the way up towards $11. We may be getting halted here soon. Again, MSGM, I love how we've had green candle, green candle, green candle, and now it's basically just building on up. And it seems like the hype and the excitement is just going higher and higher and higher, which is great for anyone that is buying this play. And are we about to be halted? We're not halted yet, but it looks like MSGM halt area is 1114. So it looks like we're about to be halted. So MSGM not halted just yet. Just little heads on up. LULD still got some orders going through. Hold on, we still got some orders going through. We keep coming up to that halt area, but not officially being halted just yet. We are right next to strong resistance, very strong resistance, if I may add, right around this area. 1114 MSGM. Are we going to be able to break through that 1114 mark? This is a play. There are shares available too short, and look, it just keeps on going. Next halt area is 1125. We might get a couple big spikes here before this one starts getting halted on down. I don't think this one's going to be lasting long. I don't think it can last long. There are shares available to short. The shares cost like $80. I'm going to purchase some of these shares and look for a short coming on up over on MSGM. I'm going to purchase about 2,000 shares. Let's see what we can do on this play. I want to see how high this thing can rip up towards before it starts dropping back on down. Best case scenario is to be able to get filled on this play right when it opens on up with an upper shadow. MSGM got halted at the time of 12:35 and 35 seconds. We could do limit orders if we want to, you know, up towards around like 12:20 mark. That's kind of where I would start with. So I'm going to look for some short orders up towards around that 12:40-ish mark to begin with of like 500 shares. Just got filled 500 shares on the short side. Let's see if we get filled up at around that 1290-ish mark. You can see currently down $295. Did not get filled on my second order at 1290. Let's see if this is going to be that top where we start dropping back on down. My cost basis is 1230 at this moment. 1290 was again my second one that I want to get filled at. Currently down $300 to see if we're going to go higher than 1290. You can see I'm down $750 right now. We're still going on up. Let this thing keep on going. I'm going to switch over to a market order because it seems like we're going to actually keep on going up even higher. So I'm only going to rock out right now because it looks like it still wants to go up higher. So it's still again going up higher at this moment. Currently down $630. And if anything, I can always average up into this play. This one is going up big at this time. How much higher is it going to go? 1410. I'm going to add probably some shorts. 1410, 1440. This is just a huge spike that I think is going to come crashing on down. You can see my P&L right above me. I'm down $800. I know how fast this one can dump on down as well. Ooh, this one's already starting to dump, you know, very quickly with that big upper shadow. There's almost like $1 spread on this play, which is making this trade so hard to be able to actually get involved in. Right now, it's still trying to hold itself on up right around that 1350. Let's see, can we break $14? Are we going to break $14 here and look for that next leg? If we break $14, we're going to see a big upper shadow above $14, I'm expecting. We know we have a 50-cent spread on this play, which means as fast as it goes on up is as fast as it will come on down. And I just want to get the best average I can. 14 break, going to add another 500 shares on the short side. Going to average out. My price now is 1337, 1,000 shares. LULD is halted at 1443. So I did average up slightly with 1,000 shares. This thing is already up 247%. This is just a lunch hour pop, and we are halted once again here. Deck has got inside his first trade in 2023. I'm currently down at this moment $1,000. What am I looking for? I know a lot of these plays have been spiking on up and have not been holding their gains. A lot of these plays have been going on crazy rips and runs and spikes and climbs and have not really been consistent plays. They're just going on these crazy rips and runs just because there's tons of volume going on right now. I'm expecting MSGM to come back on down in the future. Do I think it may go higher? Of course it could go higher. If we think about why is MSGM up, there's no news. Is it a low float stock? Just a low float stock? Everyone again trying to buy in on MSGM, trying to get this lunch hour money at this moment. This is a play that I jumped on in at what price? Let's put the lines at. I got in the first price right here. Why did I get in right here? Because we went up, 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 and I got in right at 1230. My next price I got in was at the price of 1443. Was my last order price. That was right at the high. That was at that high right here. If I have an order at the price of $12.30 and a price at $14.30, my current average price is $13.37. So this blue line is where I need to go back underneath to be able to get in the profit. What could happen next on this play? Two things could happen next. It either goes up or it goes on down. Very smart. But we do know that we are going to have some very strong resistance up near around $15. If we break $15, how much higher can we go? Most likely, if we break $15, we're probably going to go up towards around like $17. So you do just need to be careful on that. If you break $15, I could imagine us going up towards $16.40 to $17, something along those lines. But MSGM right here, team, this play getting a lot of attention, a lot of hype, and I obviously do think a lot of traders are going to want to short this right back on down pretty soon. And what's a reason on why things are moving so hot right now? Well, market condition. We take a look over on JSPR. JSPR is still fighting to stay alive. We take a look over on LHDX. LHDX went on a big time spike trying to stay alive. We take a look, of course, KALA. KALA starting to jump on down, but that went on a monster spike. NUZE, this one went straight on up as well, then came crashing all the way back on down. So, this would kind of be like the same exact lines, $16.50 back on down towards like $12. I would like to see, again, it open on up, form a big upper shadow, and then crash back on down. And this is one of those stocks, again, it's not going to hold its gains in time. This play with no news is not going to hold a 247% gain. So how much more is left on this play? That's the big question. Opening up here, team, in about 5 seconds. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. MSGM is live. MSGM is live, looking for the big dump and sell. Come on, let's get the big sell-off. Right now, I'm only down $25 right here. Down $25 over on MSGM, looking for the sell-off right here to get that big-time dump. Right now, we're up $1,200. We're up $1,200 right now on this play. It's getting halted on the downside. Ladies and gentlemen, currently up $1,200 on this play. I'm actually going to lock out 500 shares, and let's see if we can keep on dumping on off right here. Down again towards this area. It's still dumping at this time. All right, team, we just got halted. Currently up $1,200 on this trade. Locked in 500 shares out of this, and we're gonna see if we can make a little bit more now. What gets pumped? Going to get dumped. What gets pumped is gonna get dumped. It's a very simple solution. I gotta shake off a little bit of the cobwebs. I apologize. Hey guys, just let me get back into it. So what we would like to see is another gap down. This is just us warming up. So if we can get a nice little dump on down towards, let's say, like $11 or so, we're gonna be able to make a nice profit. Maybe around $2,000 on this trade. If it opens up at the same price, it's gonna shoot back on up. If we gap down, it's obviously going to make us a lot of money. Like, I plan on giving it maybe a second and then seeing, where we're at, but I probably am going to lock in my profits when we do open on up here. I want to see the sell off and the gap down towards like $11 here. We open on up. MSGM at the time of 12:54 and 28 seconds. All right, so we're 38 seconds away, guys. 38 seconds away. We want to be ready when this one opens on up, and obviously we want this one gapping down big. Let's gap on down big. Let's have a nice profit. Let's make this money. Let's watch this, team. MSGM, we're looking for a gap down. We'll see a $1,200 profit turn to over $2,000. We can lock that profit out and be happy campers. You guys ready? Here we go. It's gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. MSGM, watch that level 2. Watch that level 2 like a hawk. Watch that level 2 like a hawk. I'm again beaming it right now. We might go to a 10-minute hold, which I would not be upset about. And why would I not be upset about? Because a 10-minute hold is going to scare more traders to sell. Anyone that's on the long side on MSGM is already shaking in their boots. They're already scared shitless at them. Excuse me. I mean, they're pooping their pants. My entry right now, 1443, is the exact high of the day. And Deck, how did you get the exact high of the day? Well, I did have my first 500 shares, and then I had my second 500 shares. I market ordered in on this play when it looked like it was about to get halted, and that just turned into the high of the day. So this is why I do multiple trades, to try to average up on my trade. So I have an order at 1220, and then I had an order at 1443. I sold 500 shares at that 1220 mark, and now I still have the 1443 mark. So that's why I'm up $1,200. So my one trade, it said only plus $75. That was because it was the first order. This order is the one that's up $1,200 at this time. Best case scenario, we open on up and we're down to the price of like $10.90, start just crashing underneath $10. Best case scenario, basically just a massive pump that gets dumped on down. This is what I want everyone to understand. Like, all of these plays, when we break it down and we think about it, did MSGM have any sort of news? The answer is no. Does MSGM have any credibility on why it's spiking right now? The answer is no. Does MSGM have, the answer is no. There's no reason on why it spiked 300% on the day. There's no reason whatsoever. So if there was no reason for it to be there, don't you think it's going to dismiss itself pretty quickly? Once volume leaves, once momentum leaves, it's done with. That's what I try to take advantage of in the stock market. I try to take advantage of plays that shouldn't be that high, that shouldn't be at the areas that they're at. And I say to myself, these plays have gone up way too quick, way too fast. They're most likely going to come crashing on down. And that's what we see on all these penny stock plays. We see them go on huge spikes and come back on down. Huge rips and huge drops. 10 seconds. Ready? 6 seconds here. Get your orders ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. MSGM. MSGM's live. MSGM currently up $2,000. Currently up $2,000, baby. I'm holding for a little bit. Currently up $2,300. Currently crushing it, baby. I'm getting out of this fight. I'm getting out of this fight today. Get off me. Get off me. I told you I'm coming for 2023. I told you I'm coming off 2023. Currently just locked in over $2,224 on the day. Get off me. Get off me. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. We're back, baby.